Sí, le voy a ser sincera, me dio.
Honestly, it made me so sad. I cried.
Entonces, nuestros hijos, ellos dicen.
Our children say that they're not going back to our country. They were born in this country, not in my country, El Salvador.
En el país mío, que es El Salvador.
Elsie Alfaro lives in Hyattsville, Maryland. She's the mother of 5 American citizens. She came to this country from El Salvador as a TPS recipient in 2000.
No venimos a hacer nada malo.
We didn't come here to do anything bad. We came here to work and so that our children could have a good education and make a good life for themselves.
On Monday, she participated in a protest near Capitol Hill with other immigration advocacy groups, fighting for the extended protections for TPS recipients. The Trump administration has argued that most countries in the TPS program have recovered from the natural disasters or conflicts that prompted their nationals to seek refuge in America. While TPS status has been renewed for years under both Republican and Democratic presidents, President Trump believes it's time for them to return home.
There's a number of other countries that have TPS, about 10 countries from around the world, where people have come here following usually natural disasters and then have found this to be a place where they can make a lawful home and work hard and pay taxes. I think we need to protect their ability to be here, especially during a pandemic.
According to Virginia Senator Tim Kaine, 101,000 people deemed by the Department of Homeland Security as essential critical infrastructure are impacted by this legislation. 6,700 of those workers live in Virginia and work in industries including healthcare, agriculture, and manufacturing.
And it's not just my belief. In an annual visit by the Associated General Contractors of Virginia, when they visited 2 years ago, their number one ask of me was, we need to make sure that people who are here on TPS, especially from Honduras and El Salvador, maintain the ability to work and pay taxes as they have, because they're absolutely critical to our industry.
According to a letter from Maryland Senators Ben Cardin and Chris Van Hollen to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell and Minority Leader Chuck Schumer regarding the extension of TPS protections, 6,600 essential critical infrastructure workers live in Maryland. But according to that letter, the Trump administration's desire to terminate TPS status has created uncertainty surrounding their status and ability to work. I've reached out to West Virginia Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey, South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, and North Carolina Senator Richard Burr, but I haven't heard back.